What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. Today we're going to be running on Talzin. He's our Windwalker monk, rather. I'm still a little bit under the weather. My throat's still a little jacked, so pardon me if I'm not coming through clearly when I'm talking, and excuse me for every time I have to clear my throat while I'm streaming, but I do still want to put an episode out today, as long as I can stand it. If it seems like it's going to be wearing out my throat too much, though, I might have to call it a little early, so just be warned. Today, Talzin's going to be doing, if I can, the Warfront, and it doesn't look like I can. Alright, so the Alliance has to contribute 100% of contributions. The Alliance is contributing to the war effort in Arathi. Do your part. Okay, so our contributions, I imagine, are these things. Arathi donations. Now, our quest is to contribute to the Warfront, and we'll get 7th Legion commendation. So we'll get 150 rep with the 7th Legion. Now, the way you contribute is with whatever profession you're running with, you go talk to the corresponding, I guess, a liaison or quartermaster, and you donate. So if I had 3 more war resources, I could donate to this guy here. Now, even though I don't have engineering, or enchanting rather, I could still go purchase Gloom Dust from the auction house and come back and contribute that. And that would help move up the progress of the Alliance contribution for the Battle of Stormguard. Now, I'm probably just going to go ahead and find something else to do. Usually there's somebody you could talk to that'll let you contribute at the very least some gold. But I don't see that person here. I know on the Horde side there's a gold person. Now, I'm a skinning and... yeah, I'm skinning and mining. So, if there was a mining trainer... yeah, for whatever reason, I can't talk to all of them for some reason. And I don't actually know why. Yeah, and there's nobody else this way. This is the Arcane Oddities. Okay. Hey, Fiona. You may remember Fiona from Western Plaguelands back in the old worlds. Yeah, I don't know. It's not going to let me contribute, I guess. Unless I want to go actually buy some stuff off the auction house and then run it back over here. Yeah, that's weird. That guy should be letting me. Service Medal Quartermaster. So, every time you're doing these missions for the 7th Legion, I don't know if there's any up right now. Yeah, no. No, there isn't, actually. If there's an incursion going on, you get tokens from those incursions that you can then use to buy things like this toy, the Glaive Tosser, or this cloak, the Royal Blue Cloak, or these BOA trinkets and cloaks, like the Cloak of Hardened Steel, or these agility trinkets. I think that this Moon Saber is pretty cool. If you could get 750 Legion service medals. But that's probably already something that you can't do, I'm gonna guess, because I haven't been doing those since they started, and at this point now, they've already been going on for a while, so I've already missed out on quite a few of those tokens. I don't know if it's going to be going on indefinitely. Here, this is 25 gold. One thing to note is yesterday I actually hit, I got my pathfinding done. Psycho Crusher was finally able to max out on his Pathfinder, his Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder Part 1. So, Talzin still hasn't gotten his Ready for War, But since the Battle for Azeroth Pathfinder is account bound, I'm able to get it on all my characters automatically. So you should see my mount is 10% faster. If you think 200% mount speed increase by default, then another 10% for the guild perk, and then another 10% for Pathfinder. So I'm running at 220% speed increase now. And I'm able to afford the 7th Legion scouting map. Because that's all Blizzard account bound. And this is really cool. I just used it and it didn't get consumed. So I could trade this to anybody who needs to discover all the Flight Pass. That's awesome. Alright, so now I need a mailbox because I'm going to mail this off and give somebody else all the Flight Pass. I'll send it to Epicpro because I think he still needs Flight Pass. There we go. So now Townsend can run over here and hit up the Flight Master, wherever that guy is. Let me first do my maintenance and upkeep here, all the things I need to do before I start questing. 7th Legion. I think I'm going to go ahead and work towards the 7th Legion rep because I'm pretty sure that's how you unlock the dwarves. Just like the Honor Bound unlocks the Magart orcs. So anytime I'm able to, I'm going to work on 7th Legion rep as a priority on Townsend. It says my add-on skins is out of date, but I already downloaded that yesterday. Maybe it updated yesterday though. I'll probably have to re-download that at some point today. Now, we did that. Do we have any... These are the troops. Do we have any talents? We need to do 5 island expeditions. I think I will do those. Because Townsend has a handful of things that he hasn't like done or caught up with. One of which is island expeditions. So I'm gonna try to queue for those. And he'll be getting his Humming Azerite Heart not too long from now. I'll do an epic one, or a heroic one. Excuse me for a second. Alrighty, sorry about that. I'm only getting like 30 frames. I think that's because of the water effects. Normally I'm above 30 frames. Let's uncheck those, see if that does anything. Yeah, it's consistently 30. Now it's 40. It might just be that area, I don't know. I am queued for island expeditions. They're only going to take a minute, so I actually might even want to park by the island expeditions. I think I will. Now, I'm just trying to think about all the things I might need to do here. Even this one, like I can't donate to the leatherworking person. I know I got skinning. Yeah, I got plenty of leather. And I got plenty of ore too. So, like, I don't get it. I don't get why I'm not able to donate to the war effort. Maybe it's my item level? I think if I remember correctly on the other side, I needed to be of item level 320 or above to participate in the war effort. But that still wouldn't explain why I'm able to donate to enchanting and stuff. Maybe that's the point of that though. Maybe contributing to the war effort, maybe that involves only contributing with the professions that you do not have in order to, like, you know, reinvigorate professions a little bit more. Because right now, I believe that professions are way too easy. It's almost like there's no point in doing it because everybody has the professions very easily maxed out. So if you do need like a gem cut or anything, you could just ask a friend to do it for you. Because everybody's got age-old crafter. Alright, there's the rare here. I'm going to wait and see what the party's doing. It looks like This Shadow Priest wanted to go here. Where is the rare? Oh my word. We got rooted and then everything AoE'd us and we died very quickly. Whereas the Shadow Priest is still attacking non-elites. Okay. Oh no, the Shadow Priest is attacking an elite now. Now this is a heroic difficulty expedition, so this is going to be probably pretty challenging. I don't think I have any way to break out of a route.
Where are we going today, Grandmaster?
Oh, okay. I just picked up a thick shell. I guess that stuns. Yeah, we're getting beat right now by the Alliance, or rather the Horde, the opposing faction. Oh, that's interesting. This is a rare, but there's no portrait. I might have to update Towson's profile because it's not showing correctly the way it should be. Alright, his nameplates. Enemy NPC frames. Portrait enabled level. Elite icon. Yeah, it should be showing the elite icon. I wonder why it's not. Yeah, I don't know why. And then there was something else too. The buffs. Okay, so enemy NPC buffs, debuffs. Let's put the debuffs. Can I change it here? I don't know if I can. Displayed auras? Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out later. At least while I'm casting Fist of Fury, I can actually parry a lot better. And for whatever reason, whenever I just picked up that globe, it didn't res my teammate. The detector is going barmy right now. It must be this area over here to the south. That must be what's causing it to go balmy. Yeah, we're getting wrecked right now by the by the enemy team. Physical damage taken increase. Okay, so the physical damage that he's taking is increased for some reason. Oh yeah, we're gonna get ran over in no time.
So it looks like we've got a Lord of the Elements here looking for the same Azurite we are. I'm just gonna hang out below deck while you deal with this situation.
I'm gonna go catch up to our team. It looks like everybody's playing their own game right now. Let me unlock this, put it somewhere appropriate. Yeah, the allies or the opposing faction is going to wreck us. We're at 3,000. They've got more than double that. I need to get my Fist of Fury off of the same cooldown as his AoE ability. Huh. We got destroyed this match. Are the rewards still better than doing the normal one, even if you lose?
Just about done here.
I did CC that thing, but I guess the Shadow Priest didn't want to see it CC'd. This will all be over very soon.
Good luck, Grandmaster.
The Shadow Priest has been really about attacking the non-elites. I think that might have hurt us quite a bit this battle. Dead. DED, dead. Well, that was a GG, folks. We ended up getting up to like 6K. Not too bad. The Horde are just too strong. The Horde are just, they're generally better players. Even if it is just the AI, they're better players. That's why I like to play on Alliance every once in a while, because every once in a while you got to turn the game up to difficulty 7 or difficulty 5. You have to, you know, you have to make the game a little bit more challenging sometimes. And there's no better way to do that than going Alliance. Run away like a biatch. Damn. I got one of them, though. This is GG Inc. That Shadow Priest is going to go feed him. Feed him, Shadow Priest. Feed them. Shove your good food down their mouth. I took out their healer, though. There it is. There's their healer again. He's casting parkour. Oh, did we win? Oh, we were blue. Stupid. The whole time I was looking at the Horde like they were just rocking us. I got backwards there. Shite. Honestly, I thought I was the Horde side the whole time I was looking at the Horde timer. Or the Horde progression. So I was like, damn, we're losing fast. Like, we're losing hard. But that wasn't the case. Pleasant surprise. Grants a lucrative treasure map. You receive item, treasure map. I got a lucrative treasure map. So, okay. That's the week's expedition's done. Excuse me. That did level up my Heart of Azeroth, though. I need to be level 22 to use this next tier. I need to get better gear, though. This is not good, my current level of gear. I'm going to go to Darkshore and look for any elite groups. I was running with Pinkrose before. Pinkrose got super geared out here in Darkshore just by killing rares. I'm going to see if I can get the same kind of luck. You know, I actually should probably go kill the world boss. I got to seal War-Torn Fate, actually. Maybe, yeah, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back, go kill that world boss, maybe do the emissaries, then come out to Darkshore when I have nothing else to do. But definitely do the timed objectives first. I think that'll be a better strategy. Excuse me for 1 second. Bashal Aran. 7th Legion rep. I was talking about getting rep with them guys. 7th Legion. I'm friendly? I'll just keep that tracked. I don't have a world boss out here. I think I already killed it. Yeah. Alright, I'm going back. I'm going to do the world boss out here. And whatever emissary missions I have. And then I'll come out there and kill elites and rares.
Good to see you again, Grandmaster.
Hi, you're a tall one.
Looking for something specific?
Okay. Let's use a flight path. Where is the flight path? Oh, there it is. How's our Mog? We gotta get our Mog in order.
Good luck, Grandmaster.
Welcome. Welcome. Oh, right, we're mixing mogs right now.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, can you give me a flight to the world boss? I have all the flight pass now. That's kind of cool. That made me smile seeing that much flight pass. Time is running out quickly on a lot of this stuff. Is there anything that I need to get before time runs out? Probably this Azurite armor. Let me go get this. Here's a 315 plus ring as well, but I got a lot more time on that here. Let's just look at the time remaining missions. Azurite cache. Wrist. I'm okay with that. I don't need the wrist. And shoulders. Yeah, okay, so let's just go get this Azurite armor cache. Or cache. However you decide to pronounce things. Mildenhall Meadery.
Good day to you.
Alright, we're just going to fly just straight to the north. We'll get the Mildenhall Meadery taken care of. And then from there, we might need to go to the next continent. We can look at, let's find out. Zandalar. So we got about 40 minutes left to do these missions. Nothing that's a huge priority there, though. 310 legs. Have a chance to upgrade, keeping that in mind. We got 12 hours to get this 310 band. Here's a mastery trinket in the mother lode. Let's queue for the mother lode. Well, actually, no, there's a cache there, or a cache there. So we're going to go get that after the one we're going for right now, and then we'll queue for the mother lode. Yeah. And then we'll get the rings at our leisure after that. Sounds like a plan. Alright, running down into the mountains. Going up, down into the mountains. We're going down, up into the... I wouldn't know how to say that. Get off of me. Get off of me. Honeycrazed. Mauler. What's cool too is as we get this Azurite armor, it'll actually allow us to run through these mobs without getting dismounted at the drop of a hat every time. Looks like a bit of a path up that way. This should allow us to get to this world quest. Azurite Madness. Now this is the one where we got to fill up a bar. I think it's the one where you got to use your necklace. An interesting thing to note about these Champions of Azeroth missions, any of the ones dealing with Azurite where you're having to collect Azurite, you're actually able to gain the Azurite that you're collecting, that gets deposited into your necklace as you're doing the mission. And then you get the reward. So if it's an Azurite reward, you'll get the Azurite afterwards as well. For example, I'm currently at 938 Azurite. Watch whenever I kill this. Alright, remember, 938 Azurite. Now, I'm going to gather it, absorbing Azurite. 964 Azurite. So, as you're doing these, you're gaining Azurite. I would wonder... I mean, it's not a huge amount of Azurite, so it's almost barely noticeable. But it would be interesting if maybe since it's one of these type of objectives, it'll auto-complete on its own. But I think it would be interesting if if there was some way that you could not complete this mission and just stay out here farming these. I wonder if you could just like boost your neck up. I don't know if that's even possible, but It's a provoking thought. Give me some Azurite. Yeah, see, my neck's about to ding. So I'm going to hit the next level of my Heart of Azeroth while I'm out here on this mission. Which is good because I'll get the next tier in my shoulders as well. Probably after I kill these. Alright, let's upgrade our shoulders. There it is, Heart of Azeroth made to 22. I'm going to check out Mr. Robot. I'm pretty sure I could probably figure out what the next tier is, but this is an item level 370 piece. I would say Azurite Veins. No. Damaging abilities, Elemental Whirl, Crit Strike. It's probably Elemental Whirl, if I had to guess. But I don't have to guess, so I'm going to find out for sure. Even though I'm pretty sure it's that Elemental Whirl thing. So, over here on the browser, I'm importing Townsend's information. Uncommon, cheap, do a gear check. We're set up for single target. It says, I need to change my helm actually, but I already have the Fist of Fury one. Now I need the Elemental Whirl. Nice. And there we go. Sweet. Now we'll get the next tier at Heart of Azeroth level 26. Okay. Alright. Good to know. And we're almost done with this mission. We're at 20. We need 20% more. I'm noticing that my textures are off as well. Yeah, I'm going to have to re-export and import my Elvui setup. Another thing to note when you're out here doing these missions, these little pools of Azurite, if you check it out when I walk in it, you get like a 1-minute buff. Every 2 seconds increases damage done and maximum health by 10%. So, it's worth your while to get that buff while you're out here farming these. Alright, got those. Don't forget to absorb the Azurite. Alright, 93%. I think this next pack here will get us done. It's weird because Townsend doesn't have the repurposed Fel Focuser. You know, actually, come to think of it, I think he could get the repurposed Fel Focuser. Because that stuff's still out there. Oh, nice. We got a chest. And that's an upgrade. That's way better than our 285 leveling chest. How does it look? How does it look, more importantly? Oh, okay. It's like the default Proudmoore looking thing. Okay, now we are on, we do have a time limit here. So we got like 40 minutes or something. I think I said I was going to go to the next continent. I'm just going to hark back for that. And as I'm doing that, I'll switch back to my browser and import my stats. Import from add-on. And do a gear check. And it's same for my chest. I want to get this one here. Glory of the Dawn, Bluestrider, and then boosting it further. So Glory of the Dawn, which is kind of coincidental that Glory of the Dawn, Rising Sun Kick, the name of that relates pretty closely to my title. I have Light of the Dawn. And just as an added bonus, I am part of the Illuminati guild. Okay, so we got to fix our Mog. Can't walk around looking like trash. Alrighty. Now, we'll swim over to the next continent via the boat, or sail over to the next continent. Probably talking to the ship's master, Grand Admiral Jess Tereth. Yes, the mission I am looking for is in Zandalar. Azerite Madness. I think it's the same one I just did, but over here in Vol'dun. Okay, so Nazmir rather, not Vol'dun. So we're sailing out to Nazmir, and I think since I have all the flight paths, I can just fly to whichever's closest to that and then get it knocked out. Now as I'm double checking here, I realize I need to switch back to camera 1. It's this is probably one of the first times I've went to this continent on Towson. I would have had to level up, I think, though. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I got a fresh outpost here with fresh missions. I don't think I've been over here with Towson yet.
Where are we going today, Grandmaster?
We're going to knock out our world quests, Mr. Banlu. Alright, Flight Master. Baladash Malanori. Yeah. I'll have Flight Pass over here. Alright, so I'm just gonna have to hoof it. I think since this is not our continent, we have to unlock those other outposts around this zone. Of course, maybe that item, the bind on account item that allows you to learn all the flight paths, maybe that only takes into account the Alliance ones or the Kulturas continent. But I think what it actually is that we don't have the tactical advantage on this continent in Zandalar. And because of that, we don't get very many flight paths on the opposing faction's continent. Which would make sense. The same used to be true back in the day, like in Classic Land. The Alliance ruled Eastern Kingdoms, and the Horde pretty much had control all of Kalmador. So even on those opposing continents, like it was few and far between whenever you could find an outpost that you could fly to with connecting flights and stuff like that. Or like your outposts were only like small forward operating bases and nothing like a big town or a city, unless you were back on your continent. And then like in Eastern Kingdoms, the Alliance had like, you know, full on cities like Ironforge and Stormwind, and then even the bigger towns and cities like Goldshire and Duskwood and stuff. Those took up the majority of the zone, like in the major hotspots of those zones, or where the connecting nodes were. And then I think also, like, the way this is set up is meant to incentivize you to do your mission boards. And in doing so, like, by sending your followers out to do these missions, eventually you get missions to go secure an outpost. And I think that's how you end up getting the more connected flight paths. Like, you'll probably get, I don't even actually know, but maybe there would be a flight path on or an outpost in this side of the continent, so you could at least get to your world quest a little faster. But only after having established yourself can you do that. And that's kind of cool, I guess. I mean, that makes the world seem bigger, and that generally seems to be the problem since World of Warcraft introduced flying. Is the world has not been a very large and intimidating place. It's been a long while since that's been the case, at least. And now with the faction wars, like, the world's a lot smaller and less intimidating on your side, but larger and more intimidating on the opposing faction side, as it well should be, in my opinion. Let's see if I can dip myself into some of this Azerite. There we go. Now let's see if I can even survive this. Towson may have been a little bit too ambitious in trying to pull this much, but we'll see. Come on, Towson. You got this. Don't die. Now, much like a demon hunter or even a warrior, as these creatures that I'm fighting are dying, I'm able to then walk around. Like, Towson uses the little globules that are laying around the area to get his heal. Whereas, for example, like Furiosity, or my warrior, he would have to actually use his victory rush. But it's different for each class. Like a demon hunter kind of does something similar to the monk, where they get these little shattered souls they can run around and pick up. So just some small remnants of homogenization still left around in the game. And it's kind of similar to even the tanks all being able to heal in some way. It's like, well, healing's kind of the healer's job, right? But it's, I guess, made everybody self-sufficient more. I tend to shy away from things that incentivize you to not group. Not to say that I don't participate in the things that don't require a group. And then also not to say that I won't solo something even if I have the option to have a group. Like even this right here, like I could hop in the LFG and just 41, what here? This is what happens though. 41 or 51415, dang. There's no groups. I'll make a group. 51415. This is what happens whenever I use this tool. I'm in a group, I'm doing my mission, albeit I did start at 50% in, so that's something to keep in mind. But I've even done these where I just got into the area and then decided to join the group, so it's much the same result even if you do join earlier on. My biggest problem is I'll join these groups to do these missions where we can collaborate. I won't get a party member to join, and I'll move on to the next world quest or mission, and I'll often forget to leave that group afterwards because I've soloed the whole thing. So I'll have a person that does join maybe like 15 minutes after I've done the mission and I'm still in that party, and I feel bad because I just leave the group right after they join. Because I'm done with it. Like, there's no reason for me to... most of the times, I'm not even in the same area or on the same continent anymore. So, like, you know, to that degree where I do kind of try to group with others, like, I guess that's what my experience has been. But, like, since this is a mission that's very easily soloed, most people won't even see the reason, you know, a reason why they should group to begin with. Because you can run in and be done and get out. %. And groups are really useful whenever you're below the item level curve, I guess. There are different thresholds that I believe are quote-unquote baseline. And I would say right now, for most of my characters, the baseline is about item level 340. Because that's as far as you can get without doing group content on your own. Not that you can't get any higher than that, because you can. It's really easy to get even higher than that. But solo wise, at least for solo sake, item level 340 is pretty easy to obtain. So that's what I consider my character's baseline. And baseline, meaning I could just park that character after that because he's about where he needs to be in order to do the harder content. Okay, so we got another tunic, and this one actually is an upgrade. It had a higher item level. Let's see if we even got the same traits. And now that I'm done with that, I'm going to whistle back. Yeah, Glory of the Dawn. Oh, actually, Tidal Surge might be good. Shite. Let me check. I'm going to check. I think it is a little different. So I'll have to probably reforge if I pick the wrong one. No. Okay, good. That was the correct choice. Glory of the Dawn is must be a pretty good trait. Rising Sun Kit has a 25% chance to trigger a second time, dealing 6.2 physical damage and restoring 1 chi. And that goes up after I leveled it up, so 6.5 physical damage and 1 chi. Not bad. That's it's pretty good actually. Okay. So, anything else before the 17 minutes is up? Here's the world boss. Wasn't the world boss in Kulturas? No. Okay, so let's go get that world boss then.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm going to fly straight across the street from that world boss. Nice. And look, see? This is what I'm talking about. I just finished that mission and I had already completely forgot I was still in that group finder. It wasn't until I started considering joining a group for this world boss that I realized that. After you finish the mission that you put yourself in queue to get more party members for, it should either prompt you or it should automatically just kick you out of that group finder. It should ask you something like, hey, since you finished this, are you still looking for a group? And then you should be given the option to leave that party or to delist yourself from looking for a group after that. But because I don't know how many times I've forgotten that. It's been at least a handful of times I've forgotten that I was still LFG. Luckily, thankfully, this time I started looking into this. Let's try to join this group. I don't know if they're still going to be there when I land. Nah, I'll give it a minute. It is the only one. It looks like everybody's going to be joining and leaving this party, even if they do kill it. Yeah, they're leaving, so they must have already killed him just as I was joining. But it's fine because even if that is the case, you could still join, and that's still a pretty large group that even like right here, we're getting more people to join. It's a lot better to have one big group than a lot of smaller groups that don't have tanks or healers. Alright, there he is. It looks like they've engaged him. He's down to 92%. There's actually a quest to turn in here. I think I'm going to grab that right quick. I think this is the Tortolans. Yeah, Great Sea Scrolls. Hey, there's some Azurite and Helm. I don't think that Helm's an upgrade, though. Yeah, it's not.
The winged beast is feeding my men to its offspring. Give it a belly full of steel for its next meal.
Ow. Alright, add patrol. Oh, I am going to die. Don't die. Don't die. Watch out for the tail.
Beware.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Oh yeah, run away. So it looks like he sucks you in, so whenever he lands, he can stomp on you.
Beware.
Hey, we got some 355 legs there. I will take that extra roll. It would have been nice to get more loot, but I can't be disappointed with that. That's actually pretty good. Okay. Now we got to do the mother load, and I'm glad I waited because now this is a higher item level item. Alright, we're going to join queue for the mother load. And we'll go via the specific queue dungeon finder. I'm going for regular and heroic mother load. And there's a rare over here.
Good luck,
I got cut off on those little pieces of terrain. We got a raptor egg. Teaches you how to summon Dasher. Now, I think anybody could kill that thing, and anybody could get this pet. So I'll just learn it. A lot of the times when you get those, you can actually cage the animal and sell it on the auction house. But I'm not into black market trading and stuff like that. 11 and 12 minutes on these items. I think I've already done a couple Champions of Azeroth, so since I'm here, I'll just go do this next Champions of Azeroth mission over in this direction. I'll just run there because it's not very far. I just have to kill the Hex Priest, so that shouldn't take 11 minutes. And that'll be our third objective for the emissaries. We're just hoping to beat the queue at this point. I think we could kill her within 11 minutes, though, or even before the queue pops. I think she's just in a cave over here. I think she's, yeah, at the bottom of the cave, okay, or at the bottom of the mountain in a cave. I want to say at the bottom of the mountain. I don't think I have to be up on top of that. And look, we'll even join 52858. Yeah, we can't even start a group for it. Oh, it's because we're in dungeon queue actually. It's so easy to do big damage on the monk. Okay, so that takes care of that. And we're good on the rest of these. Azerite Wounds. Actually, Azerite Wounds is a pretty easy one to complete. I don't know if I can beat the 9 minutes, though. Let's see if we can, though. Because it's pretty easy to just run around and just heal 5 wounds. If the only downside, the only reason why I would not be able to do this is if my flight pass can't get me close enough fast enough. And that looks like that's going to be what the problem is here. I mean, I could probably head west from this one, the Nessingwary one, but it's going to be about the same distance as this. It looks like the terrain's more even from Nazmir, so we'll fly from the we'll run from the Nazmir flight path instead of the Nessingwary Zuldazar one, because I think all the like water and the land the way it's broken up there is going to be a little bit of a time sink just trying to get and navigate across that stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be close. Let's see if we can beat this 8 minutes. And I'm getting rep with 7th Legion pretty well. That's not bad. Maybe while I'm in flight I can fix these bars. buffs and debuffs. Buffs, debuffs. Are these mine? I don't know. Oh. It might be asking me to reload UI here pretty soon. And that will slow me down if I do. Let's see if we can reload our UI before we traverse 2,000 meters. Or 2,000 yards or feet or whatever the distance measurement is. Oh, the mother load. We'll decline that one just to see if we can make this. The mother load, mother load. Because several Azerite wins. I'm going to requeue. Yeah, about 21 minutes. Not bad. 21 minutes isn't too long to wait. Oh man, I don't think we're gonna make it. It's so far. I'm thinking if I head up to the path, I'll get a direct route. Then I won't have to like worry about the terrain going up and down. Oh man, I should have been working on the Order of Embers, but I'm actually kind of glad I didn't because that's disappearing in the next 6 minutes, and I don't even think I would have been able to do all 4 within the amount of time I had. This may hold me back trying to cut through like this, but I think this will be the quickest path as long as I don't get dismounted. Oh! Just the moment I said that, Jesus. Alright, let me mount. Let me mount. Let me mount. Let me mount. Come on. There's no way you're going to follow me this far. Okay. That's the downside to jumping off the well-worn path. And these things can reach out and touch you too. We got this. 5 minutes. Can we do it? We just got to watch out for these things. Just take a big circle around. I always imagine most mobs have an area of detection around them. And if you click on them, there's that little circle beneath them. I think it's about 30, maybe 40 yards. Probably 30. If you could be more than 30 of the unit of measurement, whatever it is, away from the creatures, like right here on the aggro one. See, because I was within a 30-yard range there. A good way to tell is if you have some abilities that are like 40 yards or 30 yards, like for example my Crackling Jade Lightning is a 40-yard range. I know that if it'd be better if I had like a 30-yard range. If I have a 30-yard range ability and I'm targeting somebody, alright, several Azerite wounds. When that ability lights up, I'm within aggro range. That's all I'm trying to say. Now watch this. This is where you're going to see some skills. Oh no, he's got attention. I'll help him because he's a good guy. There we go. Just stun and grab. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, we did it. Hooray. Now I'm just going to Hearth. Because that was the final one of those. Oh, yeah, Hearth. Because he's actually in Silithus. I think the portals in Borealis will give us a quick route to Silithus, if I'm not mistaken. That's the way it works for the Horde side, right? I mean, you go to your portal room and there's a Silithus portal there. If not, we'll just we'll play the portal jumping game, and we'll either go to we'll go beneath Dalaran to Oldham or Caverns of Time, or yeah, or to Stormwind to Oldham. So we'll go beneath Dalaran to Caverns of Time, or beneath Dalaran to Oldham, or vice versa. Shall we get down to business? Alright, so the portal room I think is downstairs. No. Isn't it? I think this is the portal room. We run around. Yeah. Okay. Stormwind, Silithus. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. The first time you zone in to these places, it takes a while to load. And I'll bet Magni wants us to go down again and maybe beef up our necklace a bit. Yeah, he does. Okay. Alright, so we're going to get our Heart of Azeroth leveled up by 15. Oh, he's just going to do it right here. Nice. Nice. Now we're 320 eye level. Oh, looks like we got to go again. I think this is the equivalent of artifact knowledge. Now it's 354. It looks like we got to do it again. Except this time he wants us to go inside. Been a while since I've been on Towson, so he's getting boosted up right now. Now he's eye level 369 on the neck. And I think that's it. Yeah, so if you haven't played a tune for a while, you got the Heart of Azeroth thing. Make sure you visit Magni. He's probably got a couple boosts for you. Excuse me. And I don't think we have very much rep with him. Yeah, no, we don't. A drop of Azerite? And these are battle pet items. Well, I think with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. I'll probably still be online. If any of you are playing, hit me up if you want to run anything. And I'm just going to get my throat a rest. So until next time, it's been fun. Later, folks.
Where are we going today, Grandmaster?